Paul Heyman finally breaks silence after Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. Braun Strowman comments on how WWE made him a corporate monster, and Becky Lynch breaks character after a lengthy post on Instagram. What's up, everyone? I'm host G, and there's a lot to talk about in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. Never miss brand new content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Paul Heyman finally breaks his silence after Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. It took everything Roman Reigns had, but the Tribal Chief managed to defeat his arch-rival Brock Lesnar. In the final moments of the highly anticipated bout, the Usos dropped Lesnar with a double superkick. Reigns then smashed him with the title belt and pinned the Beast Incarnate for the win. Paul Heyman later took to Instagram to react to Roman Reigns' huge victory over his former client. After his loss to Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar was furious and made it clear that he was going to beat Reigns senseless on SmackDown. It seemed this rivalry is far from over. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's latest feud kicked off at SummerSlam with the latter's big return as he eyed Reigns' Universal title. Paul Heyman played an important role in this feud, with Roman Reigns doubting his loyalty and Lesnar adding fuel to the fire. After Roman Reigns' win at Crown Jewel, Paul Heyman's face showed clear signs of worry and confusion. The WWE Universe is excited to find out what's next in this heated rivalry and what's going inside Heyman's mind. Braun Strowman comments on how WWE made him a corporate monster. Adam Scherr, formerly known as Braun Strowman, recently opened up about the kind of person he is in real life. He disclosed that while WWE successfully portrayed him as a monster, he's actually quite caring and kind in real life. Strowman was a staple on WWE TV until his release earlier this year. His massive size and at the same time amazing nimbleness made him a dominant member in WWE. He even competed in main events against the likes of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Speaking on his life after WWE on the Busted Open radio show, Adam mentioned that he was relieved to be away from the giant microscope as a WWE superstar. The star also touched upon his Free the Narrative series, which unveiled the layers of Adam Scherr as a human rather than WWE's monster among men, saying, quote, "I've been this monster and I had this unbelievable career being this monster, this corporate monster that I was made and turned into. But I didn't always have the opportunity to show Adam, the human side, that I'm a real person. Even though that I'm gigantic and can rip people's skin off with my bare hands, I'm still a caring, kind human being. And this was the first time I had the opportunity to be 100% creative." End quote. Braun Strowman took to Twitter in the aftermath of Crown Jewel to remind fans of his victory at the Greatest Royal Rumble back in 2018. Entering at number 41, Strowman emerged as the powerful force to notch up 13 eliminations in the match. He outlasted 49 other competitors to win at Jeddah's King Abdullah Sports Stadium in Saudi Arabia. Mustafa Ali shares a heartfelt message after Crown Jewel bout with Mansoor. WWE superstar Mustafa Ali took to Twitter to commemorate his match against Mansoor after Crown Jewel. Ali and Mansoor tore the house down during their singles matchup. Their bad blood began after Ali assaulted Mansoor on Raw, breaking up their partnership to set up the match. In his tweet, Ali declared that it was the first time in WWE that two Muslims competed in a singles matchup at a mega event, and mentioned the objective of the encounter. During the match, Ali used his in-ring experience to keep Mansoor on the defensive side. However, the latter channeled the energy from his home crowd and hit Ali with an incredible moonsault. Mansoor then got the 3 count with a flying spinning neckbreaker on Ali. After the match, Ali brutally assaulted Mansoor and continued beating him until a mysterious figure walked down to the ring. The hooded figure turned out to be Saudi Olympian Tarek Hamidi, who made quick work of Ali with a swift kick to the head. He then helped Mansoor out of the corner, and the two celebrated inside and outside of the ring as they even interacted with a few fans. With the win, Mansoor continued his unbeaten streak in Saudi Arabia. It'll be interesting to see what lies next for the up-and-coming star when he joins SmackDown this Friday. Brock Lesnar spotted hanging out with former US champions in Saudi Arabia. Brock Lesnar was spotted hanging out with former tag team partner Shelton Benjamin in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Last night, the Beast Incarnate took on Roman Reigns in the main event of Crown Jewel. Unfortunately, he lost a match and failed to win the Universal title. A fan managed to click a photo of Brock Lesnar outside the squared circle yesterday. He was out with former OVW tag team partner Shelton Benjamin. The former UFC champion leads an incredibly private life on a farm in Merrifield, Saskatchewan, Canada. Lesnar had previously stated he doesn't like the attention that comes with fame. While he's fine with his wife and former WWE Women's Champion Sable getting some attention, he condemns any privacy intrusion of his children. Coming back to the picture, Lesnar's friends are active WWE stars. Benjamin made a brief appearance during Bobby Lashley vs. Goldberg at Crown Jewel. He was roommates with Brock at the University of Minnesota. The duo teamed up at OVW before their main roster debut. With Lesnar probably heading to the Blue brand this Friday, we might see some interaction between the two. Becky Lynch breaks character after Crown Jewel with a lengthy post on Instagram. Becky Lynch posted a lengthy post on Instagram following Crown Jewel in which the man broke character and thanked the female superstars on the roster. Becky Lynch began by saying that competing at Crown Jewel meant more than defending her title, and she ditched her usual trash-talking persona to give some credit to her colleagues. The reigning SmackDown Women's Champion reserved special gratitude for her opponents at Crown Jewel, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Lynch, of course, had a message for the fans as well, who cheered vociferously throughout the women's triple threat match. Becky Lynch also acknowledged the contributions of the women who competed at the previous Saudi events. Becky then turned her attention to the inaugural Queen's Crown tournament and congratulated Zelina Vega over her historic win. Crown Jewel was a monumental pay-per-view for the women of WWE, and it would have not been resounding success without the inputs of TJ Wilson, also known as Tyson Kidd. The backstage producer has been instrumental in the women's evolution, and Becky Lynch called Wilson one of the greatest minds in wrestling. As expected, Lynch got back into character before signing off. While Zelina Vega's Queen's Crown victory was one of the night's major highlights, the SmackDown Women's title also thankfully managed to rank amongst the best bouts of the show. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Sasha Banks were given 19 minutes to work their magic, and in the end, it was the Irish star who retained her championship in a hard-fought contest. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. For exclusive content you never want to miss, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash that notification bell so you never miss whenever we drop brand new content. Follow us on all social media and download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.